Good morning. Stories. We all have them. We all create them. Every story we've ever told, every story we've ever heard is just that, a story. Somebody's thought. Somebody who is speaking of their significant other. It may not be true, and it doesn't matter which way it is. That's why in some situations where there is somebody saying that this person is completely evil, may not be. It may be that that's just the way they were with them. We don't know. But the stories that we tell, especially to ourselves, those are the hardest. Those are the ones that can help us the most or hinder us the most. If we keep telling ourselves the story that everybody is doing us wrong, that we can never make a break, never get a break, nothing goes right, everything is always difficult, I can't do it, why is it always hard for me? I mean, the list goes on and on and on, right? If we keep telling those stories, then yeah, life's going to be the same. If we keep looking back at the past and go, that's the way it always was, and we don't do anything to change it, especially not telling better stories, then it's always going to be like that. I'm getting cold. What are you doing? Whereas if we begin telling better stories, we begin changing, taking even little steps. Past couple days I've done something different in the morning. Always like putting so much on me in a day. And yesterday I decided I was going to although I was awake at 3, I was going to lay in bed and I was going to meditate. Yeah. I'm still waking up, I think. I was going to meditate for an hour and a half. And it was amazing. And then I stayed in bed and I did some writing. And I didn't get out of bed until just after 7. I never get out of bed at just after 7. I am up. I've taken care of the dogs. I've taken care of Matt. I've taken care of everything. And I just decided yesterday I didn't want to. I changed my story. A long time ago about pain. Fenris, you're such a funny dog. I changed my story a long time ago about pain, and I had hurt myself so bad that I couldn't even walk, and I had just laid around basically I couldn't really do anything, so I was in so much pain. And then I realized that talking about it, complaining about it all the time, was not doing anything for me. So I had to get up and I had to start doing things. I had to start at least standing, at least walking, moving. And at first it was with crutches, and then it got better and better, but it took a long time to get my mindset to where I no longer felt a victim. I was so much a victim. I told that story over and over and over and over, and it had to come out somewhere. I just kept on and kept on. So, yeah, the stories we tell, the things that we believe to be true, the more you tell them, the more they'll come true. The more you tell them, the more things will happen. If you keep telling them stories of your lack and limitations, if you keep telling stories of your this person did that, that person did this, and I don't mean that it's not okay to tell people where you're coming from, but where are you now? Where are you now? Yes, this happened. This probably happened years ago. Why are you bringing it up now? Why are you've already gone through that. Let it go. It's going to harm you more than it does good. And sometimes we want to blame other people so we don't have to look at ourselves. Nope. Get your baby. I got your baby. And get it. And sometimes we just want people to know. We want people to know where we came from, except we get stuck there. So we don't want to take responsibility for ourselves. We don't want to tell ourselves, hey, look, yes, I'm hurting. Yes, there's stuff going on in my life that I'm not happy with, but I can change that. We don't want to do that. No, we don't want to take responsibility. But that's what we got to do. We got to choose to change. We got to choose our morning. Like this morning, I chose, I woke up at 5, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I wrote on my Facebook page because I was like writing something inspirational. And then I chose to come outside and let the dogs do their morning thing in the yard. So hard done by. Can you see her? She needs a new toy today. But I chose to come outside, and then I sat on the chair and I looked up, and I just was in the awe of this morning. There's some overcast. Maybe we'll get rain. We're supposed to get rain sometime today, but we'll see. And I was like, yeah, change up your morning. Change who you want to be. If it's listening to an audiobook or writing a book, or doesn't matter what your past was like, doesn't matter what even yesterday was like. Change up your morning and you'll change your whole day. There's like so many times where we want to change, but we don't do anything about it. We want to tell a better story, but we don't do anything about it. We want to be a better person, but again, we don't do anything about it. We just continue to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And then we end up a year later, the same spot. And you're like, why hasn't anything changed? Well, that's easy, because you're still thinking the same thoughts, you're still telling the same story, and you're still hanging around with the same people. Change it up. Change it up. Become who you want to be. Step by step. Baby steps. Down. Down. Get it. As easy as it was, well, not that it was easy with Rose, but as easy as it was for me to change my thought process with Rose and try something different. We're not 100% there, but I can have her in the backyard and she's not barking at all the birds running around. I can have her in the backyard and she's okay. She's now listening to me, which is a big step. Writing my books, big step. Losing weight once I hit menopause. Let me tell you, whew, when you go through menopause, it was stubborn weight, right? I didn't change anything, but all of a sudden it was like overnight, boom. And then I couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. So I tried everything. And then I just tried simply two things. One was I fast. I fast at nighttime and I don't eat until, so I stop eating or after dinner, usually. Sometimes I'll have something, maybe a cup of coffee or ice cream or something, but then I, um, and then I, that was a big thing that I did, is I don't eat as much ice cream or, yeah, and that was it, and less sugar. So, I used to have sugar in my coffee. I now have sweetener. I don't have coffee, and sometimes I have it black. So first thing in the morning, it's black coffee because I don't get off my fast until later in the morning. But it's all about, and I exercise more. Not that I wasn't exercising before, but I just move more because now that I've gotten to a place in my healing, I want to dance. I don't know. I don't like staying still. I never like staying still. I'm a mover, shaker. But the stories you tell are either keeping you where you are, which may be stuck or down a rabbit hole, or they're creating a brand new life. And it's all up to you. 100% up to you on who you want to be and who you choose to be. Nobody else is changing it. Nobody else is doing you like you can. You can't wait around for people to save you because they're not going to. Nobody can save you but you. I used to, so my previous marriage, I used to tell stories about, to people, I would tell stories about my ex on how wonderful things were. The simplest thing. Oh, he let me have, or isn't he nice taking care of the kids, or, I mean, they are his kids too. Isn't he, oh, look, he brought me a salad, which was really nice. Oh, he brought me lunch, or he did this, or he did that. But there was never, ever a time I would tell about the other stuff, about how upset he was, or how I would keep that from everybody. Nobody knew, unless they happened to be around us. So there were people who knew. My family knew. Our close friends, or the people who lived with us, they knew. Him falling for other women, they knew. Well, actually, nobody knew about that but me and the other person. But I knew all these signs before we got married. So my story was, I can heal him. I can help him feel better about himself. I can make anybody feel better. All you have to do is be good. All you have to do is be nice. Love them. Love them enough and they'll feel it. Right? No, it doesn't work that way. People get to choose who they want to be, and it's the stories they want to tell. It was the story I wanted to tell. Sit. Kidding. That I could be the one to help him feel good. I could help him by being a good wife. Everybody wants to get married and have kids, right? No, not everybody. And he really didn't. And it wasn't for me to make that happen for him. I'm not sure why we got married. I mean, we really liked being with each other. We were really, really good friends. And then when we added the romantic part into it, that was the hardest part. I think I was always into I just wanted more kids. I wanted to be married and have more kids because that's what you did. You got married and had kids. You didn't just have kids and live together. Upbringing, right? That comes into it. Our stories become what we were taught when we were kids. That becomes our reality. Our reality becomes the stories we tell. But only we get to change it. It doesn't matter what happened in the past. It doesn't matter what is happening right now in this, not, well, in this moment, take it, right? There's a lot of things happening in the background, like Matt still has seizures. He had a rough day, actually yesterday wasn't too bad, but the day before, and he was mostly quiet yesterday. So there's stuff like that happening in the background, or the heat, it was so hot yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, or Loki hurt his finger yesterday, so he had a hard time playing soccer at his practice. But there's so many components that are happening, but they're in the background. Right now, I'm here in this moment with gorgeous trees, birds singing all around me, dogs playing, Fenris being sucky. Are you a suck? You're such a suck. Yes, you are. Rose gotten her toy. Yep. And me in this moment. This is what's happening in this moment. This is what's going on. And this is what we forget to pay attention to. This is the story we're supposed to tell. Everything is great. Everything is wonderful. And everything is working out for me. That's the story we're supposed to tell. I am love. I am lovable. I am loving. I just love people. I love to have fun. I love to play. We get to choose the stories we want to tell. We can choose them of how ungrateful we are, or we can choose the ones that we're grateful for. I'm grateful we got our backyard back. I can't wait till we finish it. Looks amazing. Rose, leave your brother alone. Rose is being bossy. Bossy girl. And Fenris is like, I don't want to play with her. I don't want to play with her. Change your stories. Change you. Change your life. It's that simple. Wake up every day in gratitude. Wake up every day telling a different story. Wake up every day in the moment. Change your morning like I have. It's one of the best things you can do. Take time for you. Fall in love with who you are, because you are worth it. And I love you. Make it an amazing day.